everyone. I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers for their World Conference to participate in this important conference. The presentation today will talk about the reality of higher education in Palestine. My name is Yasmin Abu Hasira. I am from Palestine Technical University, Kaduri. I am the head of the training department at the e-learning center, and let's start. The outline of today's presentation is about the emergence of higher education in Palestine, the educational system in Palestine, and statistics about Palestinian higher educational institutions, an overview of Palestine Technical University and the e-learning center, the impact of e-learning technology on students' engagement and performance during the pandemic, and bridging the gap between industry and academia, and the impact of a global ranking on student choice and students' employability, and the 5 points initiative for higher educational reform in Palestine. Then we will talk about the conclusion. Actually, the history of Palestinian universities was back to 1940s, when was a large people from Palestine country would like to continue the graduate and the intermediate level of education, but because of the limitation at that time, not all the students have the opportunity to study inside the country. So the education was just for those who are wealthy families and with social and political standing. And here we can see small pictures, not about all the universities in Palestine, but about the beginning of these universities, such as the Najah National University, Birzeit University, and Palestine Technical University, and Arab American University. And there are more than these universities nowadays, with large amount of students. The establishment of the universities in Palestine were established in 1970, and the effort was from a lot of people who would like to persevere the Palestinian national identity and provide opportunities to all Palestinians under the education is for all Palestinians, let's say. And then here I would like to talk about the education system in Palestine. We have a compulsory track, which consists of primary education from the 1st grade to the 10th grade, and the secondary education for 2 grades, 11th and 12th. And from the chart, we can see that the basic education is compulsory. The students can choose which track he would like to continue or to pass through. For example, the students would choose, for example, general secondary stream, and after that can go to the professional diploma or bachelor degree, or to the intermediate diploma, then to the higher education study. Also, there is another track about, for example, if you would like to enter the vocational secondary stream, then he can go to the intermediate diploma or professional diploma, and so on. And there is another track, which is about if the student is willing to go to the vocational training, then to the labor market as straightforward. Here we can see about the number of educational institutions in Palestine. For example, we have types of universities, governmental higher education institutions, and inaugural institutions for higher education, private higher education institutions, and public higher educational institutions. The number of higher education institutions in Palestine, we have 10th traditional university, and 11 university college, and 11 medium college. About the number of students who joined Palestinian educational institutions for academic year 2020 and 2021, which is during the pandemic time, we have about 60% female students and 40% students. And we have also a distribution about the students who are enrolled according to the degree. For example, from the chart, we can see that there is about the majority is with the bachelor degree, and then with the diploma, and then master, and then PhD, and then higher diploma, which is a good indicator that the students in Palestine are willing to continue education. According to PTUK, the Palestinian Technical University, as I told previous in the presentation, Palestinian Technical University was first was a school, then it became a college, then it became a university, and now we have about a large number of programs. We have 84 programs. The 84 programs are, as you can see, 8 colleges, 67 programs, and these are programs for the undergraduate level, and we have graduate studies 17 programs, and in total we have 84 programs. With regard to the number of students we have at our institution, we have about 9,774 students in the undergraduate programs, and we have 339 students in the graduate studies. And we have, as a percentage according to the gender, we have 57% female students and 43% male students. Now, the total number of students at PTUK by college, we can see from this chart that the majority access the Palestine Technical College. Then we can see the students enrolled in the business and finance college, and then engineering, and the lowest number of students are in the agricultural sciences. Now, with regard to the number of employees at the PTUK University, we have about 365 academic staff and 269 administrative staff. Now, let's talk about the e-learning center at PTUK, the center who does not stop working during the pandemic because of the sudden shift for the education all over the world. The e-learning center at PTUK established in 2011. The center was established and the work in collaboration with various academic departments and according to the strategic plan for the university. And the center have many actually responsibilities according to administrating, developing, and producing e-learning content and e-learning courses, and also provide training for both tutors and students. Now, I would like to highlight about the work of the training department at Palestine Technical University in the e-learning center. And I would like to talk about the training, that the training was before the pandemic, just for workshops that are face-to-face and the learner-centered tools like graphic design, multimedia production, and book design. But during and after the pandemic, we now have 2 tracks for training. We have face-to-face and we have an online workshops. And the online workshops are for covering the management, community, and assessment tools, such as learning management systems, Moodle, and advanced training on Moodle, and for sure for synchronous meetings and scheduling like the Zoom application. Now here you can see from this triangle the whole activities, as I said before, that we have for training courses for tutors and students. We have video tutorials, we have manual tutorials, we train educators for any tools they implement to provide digital learning content. Also, we have blended courses, and now we are seeking to provide a pure online courses that will be usable for future courses. Now, let's talk about the impact of e-learning technology on students' engagement and performance during the COVID-19 period. Actually, all the universities all over the world make a sudden shift from teaching face-to-face to virtual classes or remote classes or distance education. And that was not easy for all educational institutions and all over the world. but we can talk that we benefit from this experience because we are motivated to use new technologies to enhance education and to enhance teaching methods, and also be maps, let's say, with the 21st century skills. And also digital learning environments or distant learning tools are implemented in response to that crisis. And I think that the bad things we can learn from that is to improve the content of the material we provide the student with, and so on. And now let's talk about, we can say also that e-learning provides effective teaching methods because we can use the most important tools to let our students understand the material and also let them depend on themselves with regard to the 21st century skills. The faculty members also in most universities in Palestine have started receiving training, as I told you about the department of the training department in PTUK, and they try to make their best to provide quality of content, and they use the modern technology, and we open our doors for schools in the city of Tul Karam in Palestine to start schedule lectures for schools, because we have a department that are responsible for producing and recording contents. So we try our best to work all together to survive the education in Palestine, especially in the university. And now I would like to talk about the most important points with regard to the top management in Palestine. What they have decided, they start to think how we can provide recommendations for understanding the implication of e-learning service, how we can, for example, work on the information quality, system quality, how we can improve system use and user satisfaction concerning e-learning process. Now, why we need e-learning methods, why we use digital learning environments, because these tools influence cooperation and collaboration in sharing experiences related to best practices in teaching and learning globally and at the national level. And the new learning and teaching approach that utilize ICT and digital technologies have enhanced students' skills in producing digital artifacts, critically questioning online materials, and using ethical digital practices. Also, the lecturers in Palestinian universities responded positively to the opportunity to modernize their teaching approach and develop their issues in learning and in teaching, and foster more excellent independent learning with their classes in responding to the crisis. And another good point that the online training provided during the pandemic has very positive impact and learning experiences for those who attended that training courses. And also it helped them to have further opportunities to integrate student-focused and collaborative learning, teaching, resulting in more outstanding knowledge transfer and transformation. Now I would like to talk about the movement that have been shifted as a sudden shift, as I said before, that has resulted in few classrooms being required, which is mean saving university expenses. And now we implement online courses in our university after the pandemic. For example, we have courses in the Faculty of Arts that we can deliver the courses to be remotely and fully online. And we have other courses which will be blended courses, and we have a face-to-face courses. So that help us to saving university expenses in terms of halls, in terms of electricity, and so on. And the other benefit for students and lecturers as well are the e-learning material is available now 24 hours for all students. So they can access the material when they want after they finish the class and so on. And what we can conclude from the e-learning experience, we can conclude that now e-learning become quite popular among students across the world, and during the lockdown period actually. And the training now is required and at basic level for both students, tutors to participate fully in online learning. And now all the universities adopted e-learning system, whether entirely or partially, to raise the efficiency and effectiveness of the educational process. Now, how can we bridge the gap in Palestine between industry and academia? In 2018, the Palestinian Ministry of Education and Higher Education launched the program of integrated education entitled My Career Initiative. This program focuses on an inclusive education that combines theoretical part with practical application to enable students enter the job market smoothly. So there is integrative education program. This program aims to open wide horizons for university students to gain knowledge, not only in the classroom, but also from the surrounding practical environment. And we enable our students to overcome the labor market challenges and arm them with 21st century skills. And this is very important. Also, we have another beneficial thing, which is enabling private sector in Palestine to serve and advanced society will give a broader horizon to the academic, economic, and industrial sectors to learn about the experiences and needs of others. And this is very important to understand others' needs and work on that needs to achieve goals and to achieve other dreams. Now we have ways to enable our students work with skills. These words are too many. I would like to highlight the major and the most important. For example, we have a compulsory training. Practical training is part of requirement for obtaining that degree. For example, we have programs in some of the faculties that depend on compulsory training to finish this course, and this will help the students to improve the work-ready skills. Also, we have external training courses, whether through international projects from the European Commission or from Erasmus. And we have also a local project, so the students are involved in these projects. Also, we have a voluntary work in universities and with local community. And also we involve students in international projects and social activities. And we have graduates' employment dates. And these days are the days that help students communicate with the Palestinian companies and institutions and find job opportunities. Now, I would like to talk about the impact of a global ranking on student choice and students' employability. Actually, high school students are looking for a university in the homeland, especially in Palestine, because there is a low income for families. So families try their best to give the chance for all their kids to continue higher education and to continue undergraduate education inside the country, because as I told that the income is very low. So they use the university according to first acceptable tuition fees, scholarship programs, academic disciplines, because students who are willing, for example, to study medicine, they cannot go through a university which is offer, for example, technical disciplines or just engineering disciplines. So the university will play a good point here to choose or decide which university he will or she will study on. The university ranking in terms of academic equality, academic reputation, and graduate employment rates. And which ranking indicator are most important to students? If we would like to talk about the ranking, for example, according to the current QS World University ranking indicators, students were asked to choose 3 options from a list of 9. As we can see, there are more than one choice, for example, cost, employment rate, employer reputation, research, academic reputation, diversity, teaching equality, and student satisfaction. And the percentage, the three most percentage was as follows: quality of teaching 58%, then employer reputation 50%. The third one and the final one, according to the QS World University Ranking indicators, was the graduate employment rates with 47%. And now there is a 5 points initiative for higher education reform in Palestine, which are equality. And equality meaning achieving equality for all members of Palestinian society as education are available for all, and scholarship programs. And the equality actually achieved by giving a scholarship programs to excellent students and student loans. And also the second one is participation between the state and society in bearing the cost of higher education, and increasing the number of academic programs in public universities characterized by acceptable tuition fees. Third one of the 5 points are, independence. Independence keep higher education institutions financially and morally independent as much as possible. And transparency, which is the fourth one, legal accountability, integrity, and democracy at work. And the final one of this important initiative is quality. Quality, meaning encouraging scientific and technical disciplines, re-evaluation of academic program content with regard to the curricula, how we can develop the curricula of all the courses in the universities, and opening new programs that suit the local market. And now, at the end, there are many challenges and many obstacles faced the higher education in Palestine, but I would like to spot and to highlight for the financing challenges, modest budgets allocated to universities and higher education, and scientific research challenges. So absence of material and moral incentives that encourage scientific research. We are suffering from financial challenges and from scientific research challenges, and there are too many obstacles, but I would like to talk about the most important points with the obstacles in higher education in Palestine. And thank you all for your letting me to present about the higher education in Palestine, and I am glad to join World's conference, and thank you all.